it's a funny time, and it's quite a journey, quite an adventure to walk through and experience.
It was kind of a difficult summer for us. It was just before Christmas, and there were quite a lot of pregnancy announcements around us, and our cat died right in front of us, and that we just had a failed cycle. We didn't know what was going to happen, and everybody was getting pregnant around us, and it was challenging.
Because we're still going through a lot too, because you don't know. There's a lot of, I don't know whether it's etiquette or whatever, but the way you act around people with kids, and whether they're acting well around you and how they should act. It's a funny time, and it's quite a journey, quite an adventure to walk through and experience.
You never want people to have a bad experience, especially if they're just excited about having kids, but it can make you just feel terrible. Especially because I'd kind of had it in my mind that maybe by Christmas I would know I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And I know that was naive now, but it really hit us hard. And so I think our response was, okay, well, we need to arm ourselves. We had gone in very naively and very innocently, just trusting the doctors. And even though obviously you have to trust your doctors, you have to participate in your own treatment. And I think that's where everything changed for us, because I spent the next 3 months researching all the doctors in Melbourne. I read fertility books. Like, the one that I can really recommend is I read If at First You Don't Conceive by Liz Alice, and that one just kind of I finally understood, like, oh, here's the challenges and here's how it works. I also read It Starts With the Egg by Rebecca Fett, and so those 2 books helped me first of all understand the IVF process better and realise that it wasn't going to be a walk in the park, that just because I had no diagnosed issues didn't mean that there couldn't still be problems. And the fact that I wasn't producing many eggs. And so I spent the summer just researching, and I was kind of obsessed with it. I actually didn't really work very much over that summer. I just read and I looked on all the online...
It's lucky your business is very schools focused anyway.
Well, there's, school holidays.
School holidays.
But I looked on all the Facebook groups and sort of saw this one name of this one doctor coming up again and again. And I kind of thought, well, may as well try. So I actually set up a couple of appointments and a few different appointments. And we were really lucky to get in with this one particular doctor because she was kind of booked up, and we happened to get a cancellation appointment, which was like the next week. And I was like, we'll take it and go in. So we also found the best doctor for Jon, which was this other doctor. And the reason I thought he might be better was because he'd actually trained under the person who developed the microtesi process in the US. So he'd trained under him. So we were like, okay, this guy's probably the one. So we spent the whole summer, and I also did hyperbaric oxygen therapy over summer, so did you, which was like 60 hours of being in a hyperbaric chamber, just trying to get in optimum health. We fixed our diets. We got rid of plastic in the house. We removed a lot of chemicals from our personal care products, moisturizer, all that stuff. Like, we did all the things in It Starts With the Egg.
And went plant-based.
Yeah. Did you already?
No, it would November.
Yeah.
November 18.
But we just sort of started, I think it was like we got a little bit fearful and we stopped thinking we could coast through this, and which was good in a lot of ways. And I think the pendulum swung back a little bit because we've stopped being so crazy about it. But it was, it scared us to think, oh crap, we nearly blew our one chance. We nearly blew it completely. And we're still not at the end, so I don't know if this is going to work out. But thank goodness we didn't blow it. So yeah, we went into the new doctor. What else? Oh yeah, we started acupuncture and supplements as well.
So basically, this is us with our pill lab. And Jon likes to do his at exactly the same time that I'm doing mine. Let's see, there's pills everywhere. We try not to let the cat eat them. Well, we definitely don't let him eat them.
I'm gonna get one.
You can't have that one. You can't have that one. It's not. Okay.
You're overdosing.
No, I'm not overdosing. It's very important that we get some eggs.
You're overdosing.
It's very important. It's very important that we take out. Hey, get out of it. We take our medication, but we fight over who can have the medication because it's very expensive and we have to buy a lot of it. So, IVF life.
It turned out that when we went in to see our new doctor, we really liked the feel of the place, and we found out that she also happened to work with the doctor we found for you.
Yep.
So the two of them have worked together before on the male procedures and the female procedures. She had just had a bust up with one of the big IVF clinics in Melbourne and decided to go out on her own, and I kind of like that because it was a new business and they were concerned with doing a good job, and then a lot more stuff happened.
Yeah.
We got ready for cycle number 2. So the doctor set up a new protocol for me, and then we went into it, and it was kind of strange because most women do like 9 to 12 days of injecting, and then they...
Well, they're all the books that I've seen. It's like 11, 12 days, 10 days, it's like 12
Which
days.
is lovely if that's the way it works for you. But
Our first
on
one?
day 9, I went in for my first scan, and they said, no, come back 2 days later. So I came back 2 days later, had another scan, and then came back on day 11, and then on day 13 came back for another scan. On day 15 came back for another scan. I'm like, surely they're going to say it's time to trigger, but then day 17 came back for another. So I had like 5 scans.
19 trigger or something.
It was crazy. So we actually triggered, it would have been day 19, and had the retrieval on day 21. So it turns out that I just respond really slowly to the medication, and again, a bit of a shock, but we decided to go in and there was only maybe 8 follicles, and we went in and got 6 eggs. And then I also didn't realise that they wouldn't be mature and that some of them wouldn't make it to the end of the day.
Yeah, so we ended up getting a call.
Got a call later in the day, and only 3 of them made it to freeze.
What?
Yeah, so I wasn't even really aware of that, and I guess that's a whole thing. You don't really understand the whole process until you've been through it. But now we had officially been through it once, and the difference with this doctor is she wasn't trying to get fresh eggs. She was happy just to freeze a whole bunch and then defrost them when we do Jon's procedure. I had 3 in the freezer, which the doctor recommended that at my age you probably want to have about 20. So I was like,
that seems like a long way away.
This felt like a long journey. And so we went back into the doctor because we were like, surely this isn't the best we can do. Surely we can do 3 eggs. So we went back in and she changed the protocol again. I don't remember what she put me on, but we've tried everything. We've done Menopur, Overdrill, like all of them. Benfola, all the drugs. But anyway, so we came back for cycle 3. And again, my follicle count was really low. I mean, this is where the story starts to get a bit repetitive, because basically all I did for the whole year was trying to fit in IVF cycles, fit it in with work, because I was still kind of working full time then, and then... So anyway, cycle 3 was in at the end of May.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, because we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Only time will tell.
Like grenades.
The expert at work, yeah.
These are the little bubbers.
Little.
These are the little ones. What? And these suckers even make me cringe a little bit.
Oh, that's sweet. Listen how sweet you're
But
being.
they are definitely not the ones we stick in her tummy.
Yeah, no.
They probably end up coming out the other side. They're that big,
Yeah.
massive.
The cat's about to get locked in the bathroom. You're not allowed to stay for this. You're not allowed to stay for this. So go on, show us what you do. I can do this.
Really?
I can do it.
Would you want to do it?
Why would I when you do it for me?
Exactly.
Shoot up in our home drug lab.
You're even on. This is the most you've said all day.
What am I on?
Mrs.
I'm on hormones. That's what I'm on. Well, I'm happy right now because the drugs have worn off, but we're about to reshoot me up.
It's quite a spectacle what you're about to see.
Just a typical Thursday night at our house.
In our house.
This is what we do on Thursdays. Actually, it's what we do every day.
Anyway.
Concentrate. What is it, 300 for the gonal?
You haven't got the other one yet.
Okay, so
Where's
this
the
is
other
one of my bags of medication. There's 3 of them. This one's, that's the one we like the best. That's orangutan. My favourite part of the night.
Which one you want?
The second one
worse. No, it's not.
Pick one.
It's not.
Pick one.
Yes.
Pick one.
I don't want to.
Pick one.
That one.
Alright.
Is that?
Go
Yeah,
on.
that one hurts more, so I want that first.
Come on.
No, don't do anything. Look at the camera.
Just warning you, this can take some time.
No, excuse me. Last night, what did you say, that I took it like a man? Well, tonight I'm going to take it like a woman. Because women are the only ones who take these, so. And we're all.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just warning them. They may need to fast forward a little.
This is actually me stalling right now. I'm stalling. Because if I stall, then
The actual alcohol swap is going dry.
You ready?
Keep you distracted.
Look at the mark you left last night.
Yeah. That's freckle.
Okay, ready? Okay, ready? Ow. Stop it.
That's one down.
That really hurts, that one.
She doesn't like that one.
What did you just say to me? So I said, how many more times are we going to have to do this? And he said, just count the holes. I don't know. And last night I said, how many more days are we going to do this for? And he goes, well, if you stop fucking around and make some eggs. This is the bedside manner. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I just like to make sure my patient's calm and really
Quit fucking around and make some eggs.
I just work with what I've got in front of me.
Alright, and then other nights I say to him, okay, here's the spot where you need to put it because you don't want to put them on top of each other. So I point at the spot and then he gets the alcohol swipe and he just wipes like literally a foot away.
It always gets a laugh though. That was a short one.
Yeah, well, that one was only 14 days, and we got 2 eggs. They were both mature. So we had 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, in a way, I knew going into that because I had so few follicles that I wasn't going to get many
That was
eggs.
two from 2.
Yeah, we were pretty happy that both of them were mature, so they made it to the freezer.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell.